Hello and welcome. I'm here today to share with you one of the biggest breakthroughs in personalized nutrition over the last 25 years, to show you how to profoundly impact your patient's health and to cover some of, if not all, of the expenses to run your practice. Hello, my name is Stuart Tomc. I am the former global educator and brand ambassador for omega-3 market leader Nordic Naturals. And I've spent my entire life in the dietary supplement industry. And I'd like to introduce you today to Zinzino, a Scandinavian-based science company that has a profound mission to become the biggest preventative health company in the world, to reinvent the nutritional space and to measurably move the dial on public health globally. Omega-6, as we know, is an essential nutrient, meaning our bodies don't make it. It is, however, inflammatory. And omega-6 is balanced by omega-3. That is also essential. Our bodies don't make it. We have to get it from our diet, and it's anti-inflammatory. The latest science is telling us that we want omega-6 and omega-3 to be in balance, say 3 to 1. 3 to 1 omega-6 to 1 part omega-3, or even better. Most people are so far out of balance that determining that number is the most important, measurable, modifiable risk factor that we have in health and nutrition today. So 3 to 1 omega-6 to omega-3 is what we call the safe zone. Anything over that is the danger zone. And how did we get so far out of balance, where the average American is testing today at 25 to 1 omega-6 to omega-3, far out of balance, and children are testing even worse? Well, it's because soybean oil has increased 1,000-fold since 1909, and because of processed foods, we're not getting the food that we used to get, and we have to get it now from supplements because we're not getting it from our diet. This imbalance has been known for a long time. However, this landmark paper published in 2011 really made the case by looking at 800 soldiers that had committed suicide and matched them with 800 controls of the same age and the same rank. The scientists and researchers found that men had a 62% greater risk of suicide with low serum omega-3 status. The lead author of this paper, Michael D. Lewis, MD, MBA, MPH, author of When Brains Collide, is one of the esteemed omega-3 experts and scientists collaborating with Zinzino on this very important public health initiative. So we know the safe zone is 3 to 1. Anything above that is the danger zone. Now, what does this mean to our patients in a practical way? When we are so far out of balance between omega-6 and omega-3, it negatively impacts brain function. The brain is a supercomputer made out of fat. This imbalance affects hair quality. The imbalance between omega-6 and omega-3 impacts negatively heart function, skin elasticity, inner organs, joints, and muscles. Every cell in our body is affected by this modifiable imbalance. On the left side of the screen, you'll see an image of what a cell membrane is like when it's out of balance. Nutrients have a very difficult time getting in. Waste products have a difficult time getting out. It also negatively impacts cell-to-cell communication. However, once we can get omega-6 and omega-3 into balance and the cells become normal, soft, flexible, and pliable, not only does that increase cell-to-cell signaling, It helps to enhance nutrient absorption and helps waste products get out of the cell. So on a cellular level, we are only as healthy as each and every one of our cells. And balancing omega-6 and omega-3 is the most important and modifiable thing that we can do for health and longevity. So how do we know what our omega-6-3 ratio is? We have to test. We must stop guessing. Zinzino has a simple, easy to use at-home blood spot test. Clinicians often give the patients the test in the clinic. However, if you have patients that are not in the clinic or you're shipping your products to somebody, you can now have them test themselves, send the sample into the laboratory, and then have the results emailed back to them. The laboratory that does the testing is called VITAS Analytical Services in the Science Center in Oslo, Norway. It has won Top Laboratory of the Year multiple years in a row, and they officially partner with Harvard University, University of Cambridge, King's College London, the esteemed Max Planck Institute, University of Oxford, among others, and Zinzino is their biggest customer. We have tested 1.5 million people. This is the largest database for omega-6, omega-3 ratios in the world. And what we have found is nothing short of alarming. What we have found is that people around the world, not just here in the United States, are failing this test and failing it miserably. This is the most modifiable risk factor that we have, and we all should know our omega-6-3 ratio and our omega-3 index as an indicator of current and future health. And I will show you today how Zinzino has created a best-in-class omega-3 product. I consider it omega-3 3.0, and they can get you back into balance in 120 days. When we go from out of balance into balance between omega-6 and omega-3, it helps to support normal brain function, good hair quality, heart function. It improves skin elasticity. It supports our inner organs, joints, and muscles just work better. So the scientific and medical advisory board of Zinzino is very impressive. The company has its own patented products, its own manufacturing and R&D, led by Professor Paul Clayton from Cambridge, who also studied at Oxford with Sir Michael Crawford, the world expert on DHA. Ola Edie is the founder of this balance concept. Ola Edie, the Norwegian omega-3 scientist and lipid expert, made the observation that when we make commercial fish oils and strip out the mercury, we are also inadvertently stripping out the antioxidants that are in the algae that protect the omega-3 and help bring the fatty acids through the trophic levels of the fish. Ola Edie also discovered that we need to take omega-3 based on our weight and created what they call the balance concept. We test, we take the balance oil that I'm going to introduce you to today that he discovered, and then test again in 120 days. Angela Rizzo from the University of Milan is one of the scientists that helped to discover the omega-3 blood spot test. Dr. Abraham from Nestle, Dr. Natalie Cather, Stephen Chernisky, who ran the FDA's first laboratory for plant medicine, among many of the top omega-3 experts, have joined forces with Zinzino on the biggest mission of our lives. So here's the formula that they created, the balance oil. It's not fish oil. We've already had fish oil, or krill oil, or cod liver oil, or flaxseed oil. This is so much more. In fact, we've learned that it's all about the polyphenols. That is the game changer in the omega-3 industry. When you remove mercury, you accidentally remove the polyphenols. The polyphenols in algae are amphophilic and wrap around the fatty acids, creating a liposome to help chaperone the omega-3s through the trophic levels of the fish and ultimately into our tissues, which is the issue. What Zinzino has discovered is remarkable. They have combined 60% pure, high-grade triglyceride form fish oil from small, sustainably caught wild fish with 40% pre-harvest premium extra virgin olive oil. This is olive oil with 3,000 parts per million polyphenols. This isn't the stuff you find in the store. Zinzino figured out that when you combine the pre-harvest extra virgin olive oil with the omega-3 and put them together, that the polyphenols in the algae are also in the olives are very similar to the polyphenols in the algae. They're both amphophilic, and they wrap around the omega-3 and protect it, creating a liposome and increasing its secondary bioavailability. We know this based on 1.5 million tests. I failed, for example, miserably as the former spokesperson for one of the biggest fish oil companies in the world. I'm going to show you a case history today of a woman who also failed miserably. Zinzino has found that after 120 days on the balance oil based on weight, that nearly 99% of people that take the second test improve dramatically or pass. And when you look at the oil stability index, this is a very important test. We put oxygen into a tub with the oil and then continually turn up the heat to see how stable the oil is. When you compare it to cod liver oil, to concentrated fish oil, and krill oil, balance oil is infinitely more stable in the bottle and infinitely more stable in your body. What do I mean by that? Research is suggesting that commercial fish oil that is molecularly distilled, where they strip out all of the mercury, but don't put the right antioxidants. Read any fish oil bottle. You see vitamin E, you see rosemary. Those are not the appropriate antioxidants to protect the oil or to get it more effectively into your cells. Balance oil, however, because of the combination of polyphenols and omega-3, literature shows that you could increase your glutathione peroxidase activity up to 3-fold, where commercial fish oil, which most of us have been taking for years, may be depleting your body's natural glutathione levels. So the latest science supports everything Zinzino is saying. The headline reads, "An imbalance of two healthy fats affects your early death risk," study finds. The lead author from the most important paper published so far says, quote, "We found that higher omega-6 to omega-3 ratio is associated with a greater risk of dying. Almost everyone has more omega-6 than omega-3 in their tissue, which is the issue. This is the most modifiable risk factor for health, longevity, and disease." So I'm sharing here a case history of a 63-year-old woman who is one of the healthiest people that I've ever met. She ran the Eco Challenge race. She's a longevity researcher, has a degree in nutrition from Cornell, speaks all over the world, takes every dietary supplement, exercises every day, and look at her results. 23 parts omega-6 to 1 part omega-3. 23 parts arachidonic acid to 1 part eicosapentaenoic acid. That's the AA-EPA ratio. And then look at her omega-3 index, 3.1. This is a horrible score. We want 3 to 1 on the omega-6 omega-3 ratio and we all want an omega-3 index of 9 or greater for the greatest protection. After 120 days on the Health Protocol Premium, which I will introduce you to today, look at these results. 120 days later, from 23 to 1 down to 1.8 to 1, from an omega-3 index of 3.1 to 9.6. And all she did was to add the health protocol that I'll introduce you to today. So 3 to 1 is the safe zone. Anything above that is the danger zone. Here's the Health Protocol Premium. It includes the Balance Oil, which is essentially a Mediterranean diet in a bottle. Every bottle of Balance Oil is equivalent to eating 300 olives and 30 piles of anchovies. It's paired with Zinzino, a very special blend of fiber, 8 different fibers, 3 different chain lengths of fiber to get all the way through the digestive tract. Extend is Zinzino's response to pill fatigue. Extend is a combination of the essential vitamins, minerals, and phytonutrients. The carotenoids, lutein, zeaxanthin, CoQ10, turmeric, seaweed extract, lycopene, all of the plant powerful ingredients, the minerals in their most bioavailable form, and vitamins. And then finally, Viva Plus, the nootropic, which is based on a branded saffron ingredient, the same one that Dr. Daniel Amen has been using in his product, called Afron, backed by 9 randomized controlled trials for stress response, menopause symptoms. They've even done a study in adolescents. This is the Health Protocol Premium that patient went from out of balance into balance in 120 days. The entire product line is the best of anything I have ever seen. I went to the contract manufacturing facility in Norway. I visited Vitas Analytical Services. I've met with the founders of the company, and that's why I'm so excited to share this opportunity with you to share with your patients as well. Backed by all of the highest quality seals that we look for, so whatever age you are, from 6 months to 100 years of age, we're made of 37 trillion cells. And the ratio between omega-6 to omega-3 in the cell membrane is the most modifiable risk factor for disease that we have. Everyone needs to start testing and stop guessing, and everyone needs to get back into balance. In the journal Prostaglandins, Leukotrienes, and Essential Fatty Acids, it was recently published, this original article, Blood EPA and DHA Status among people living in the United States from 2000 to 2023. Listen to this conclusion. Omega-3 blood status is a modifiable risk factor for many diseases. Public health officials should take steps to emphasize the significance of omega-3 in preserving the health of the US population. If you had a punch list of everything that each and every one of us, every one of your patients, us included, should make sure to have checked off: quit smoking, yes. Have a low omega-6, high omega-3 ratio, 3 to 1, 2 to 1, 1 to 1, and an omega-3 index of 9. This should be at the top of the list. So test, don't guess. 100% should take the test. 97% fail the test globally. In fact, 99% fail the test here in the United States. Here's the good news. Backed by 1.5 million blood spot tests, we can get you back into balance in 120 days. Now, the Balance Oil is not fish oil. It's so much more. It's all about the polyphenols. That's the game changer. And Balance Oil is basically a Mediterranean diet in a bottle. Again, 60% pure high-grade triglyceride form fish oil with 40% pre-harvest premium extra virgin olive oil at almost 3,000 parts per million polyphenols. It's a game changer. It's also available in a convenient capsule. Now, as a company, Zinzino is a leader, and they're a big deal in Scandinavia and Europe, and almost nobody knows who they are here in the United States. However, they are 20 years old this year. Founded in 2005 by Hildy and Oren Sali, tremendous visionaries, I've met them. The company is also traded on the NASDAQ First North Premier Growth Market. The ticker is ZNZNF, strong financial foundation. We're delivering to 45 countries right now, open for business, operating, building partners in 45 countries around the world. And you can also then send our products to 100 countries around the world. And social entrepreneurship is at the heart of Zinzino. So the global dietary supplement market has reached 167 billion in 2023 and is projected to hit 239 billion by 2028. Our objective at Zinzino is to pioneer test-based nutrition as a global megatrend. It will be unthinkable 10 years from now to start taking dietary supplements without testing first. We also have an at-home vitamin D test, an A1C blood sugar test, and soon a leaky gut test that no one in the world has seen before. Now, most people want to know if their dietary supplements work. I think we're at the end of celebrity endorsement, thank goodness. 1 billion people supplement with vitamins and 500 million are taking omega-3s. How do you know they're working? Me, for example, I'm the former spokesperson for the biggest fish oil company on earth, and I failed miserably, and I was able to get back into balance with the health protocol premium in 120 days. Now, the WHO has said that this is a pandemic, of the highest level. 6.3 billion people worldwide are deficient in omega-3. So if you want to find an opportunity to help people identify a huge problem and have an incredibly effective solution, that's what we have here at Zinzino. This number, your balance score, your omega balance score may be the most important number that you don't know. And we've tested 1.5 million people and found out that 97% failed the test the first time, 95% pass the second test in 120 days or improve dramatically. And the company has a vision and a goal and a plan to test 1 billion people by 2050. We've only tested 40,000 people here in the United States. The opportunity is enormous. So the one thing that is out of all of our control is timing. It's all about timing. This is the time for test-based nutrition, and Zinzino will be the global leader with personalized at-home nutrition. So far, the company has reported double-digit sales growth for almost 2 decades. So here we're talking about building an organization with you, leveraging your efforts. It was said, would you rather have 100% of one person or 1% of 100 people? You can build a global business with us here in Zinzino, profoundly impact the health of your patients, and cover some of, if not all of the overhead to run your clinic. They have a program where you can earn money very, very quickly so that there can be cash flow to keep paying the bills for the practice. They have a customer career plan so that you can just recommend the products to as many patients as possible and earn solid residual income. In addition to the customer career plan, you could also build an organization with us. And if you reach the higher levels, the company is giving stock. They're giving cash to buy their stock. at the highest levels of the company. I've never seen an opportunity like this. It's easy to get started. You join and select a partner kit. And we recommend the ultimate partner kit to get started. The biggest market for Zinzino right now is in Europe, in Germany, about 23% of their sales. There are over 1,000 providers in Germany that are making these tests and products available to their patients. You purchase the ultimate partner kit, and at the end of 1 year, they will refund your entire investment when you have 25 bottles on monthly renewal. It's easy to do. Zinzino has a vision to become a $40 billion a year company, and they want to make sure that all of their partners, all of their providers are successful and with them on that journey. So this is a direct-to-consumer home-based business. You'll have a personalized online shop. You can earn extra income, earn retail cash bonuses from 10 to 30%. We have international distribution. Our team is opening up people in Australia, in New Zealand, in Thailand, in India. We're open in more than 45 countries, and we deliver to 100 countries currently. Now, most importantly, we provide a turnkey training system where you will receive step-by-step guidance on how to achieve your ambitions. Zinzino is a 20-year-old battle-tested company that has worked out all of the kinks. We're looking for partners to help us test 100 million people. So it's a publicly traded company, the global megatrend pioneer. It's a global megatrend pioneer, Zinzino, disruptive test-based proven nutrition. It's also ranked number 6 on the global momentum statistics list. This is unheard of. There are no companies that are ranked this high that have virtually no footprint here in the United States of America. The company has had double-digit sales growth consistently for the last 12 years, with 33% estimated company sales growth in 2025. The company has had growth, has been profitable, and paid out stock dividends for the last 11 years. And only 0.0001% market saturation is currently going on here in the United States. The sales volume is just under 1 million per month currently in the United States, but not for long. This team is the fastest growing team for Zinzino in the world. The timing is now. 50% is paid in commissions. There's 10 different ways to earn. The higher ranks earn shares in the company. And our goal is to test 100 million people and make the world a healthier, saner, and safer place. If you're intrigued with what you've heard today, then please get back to the person that shared this video with you and join one of our calls so that you can learn more. And if you do decide to join us, let me be the very first person to welcome you to our Zinzino family.